Do you not want to mention electric?
Yeah, we can do whatever you want. Welcome to part 4 of Pokemon Blue. We are entering Zubat Central. Mount Moon. Now, I am editing out a whole lot. You probably see a lot of black flashes. That's just me cutting out all
Was
the
that first
Zubat.
thing you run into was a
Uh,
Zubat?
if the next thing is not a Zubat I show, then yeah, that wasn't a Zubat. That might be the random Geodude that shows up every once in a while. But yeah, most of the things that you see here is going to be a Zubat.
There's also 2 other things other than a Zubat and a Geodude that you can find in here, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you run into them. We mentioned one of them before.
Onyx, I believe, maybe. I'm not sure.
Oh, I guess there's 3. I forgot about Onyx. There's 3.
What's the other?
There's 2 more. One of them is a Paris, which we have mentioned before when we were mentioning the bug types. And one was a Clefable. You can run that into a while.
I think you mean Clefairy.
Clefairy, does it Clefable? Is that the evolved form?
Yeah, Clefable is the evolved form.
Clefairy is the pre-evolution?
Yeah.
I think you can only find a Clefairy.
But it's on like the very, very last, the final floor before exiting out of here. Yeah. And just to let you know, no, we're not going to get through all Mount Moon in this part. The Mount Moon is going to take about this part and the next part. We are fighting a lot of... speaking of, there it is, Clefairy.
Yeah, it was Clefairy though.
It's in the, now, Clefairy, we are probably going to bring this up later, but probably bring this up now. Clefairy and Conflable, which is the evolved form, it has a very interesting evolution. Now, so let's talk about evolutions first. I don't think we mentioned how evolutions work. Why don't you explain how normal evolution works?
Well, when you catch a Pokemon, it's most likely not going to stay at that form forever. Once you get to a certain level, your Pokemon will evolve. It will change, like something that's about to happen, I believe.
Yeah, we couldn't time that more perfectly.
And that is that the Charmander is evolving into its second stage, which is a Charmeleon. Some Pokemon do not evolve; they stay at the same thing. And some will only evolve once, and some will only evolve twice, like the starter. So that Charmeleon will evolve one more time, and then of course this is the start of the Zubat.
Dreaded Zubat.
Yeah, but they're not. You don't only evolve Pokemon by just leveling up. Certain Pokemon like Pikachu evolves through something called stones, specifically a Thunderstone. There are 3 elemental stones in Generation 1, I believe. 4. There's the Thunder, a Water, a Fire, and the Moonstone.
Leaf is also another one.
That's right, Leaf. And
Leaf is introduced in this.
We're also going to run into something that comes kind of important. And that is, well, first of all, there's the Sandrew, but the first part is Team Rocket. We're fighting the first Grunt.
The main bad guy. Well, they're the grunts of the main bad guy, but they're the
leader.
Yeah, we'll meet the leader later on, but we are fighting Team Rocket. But to be quite honest, I didn't think we were fighting Team Rocket this early. But there is more in here as long as we continue to go through. But yeah, Team Rocket mainly specializes in a lot of poison types. So if you think you hate Zubats before, oh boy, they're gonna have a whole lot more.
And Rattata, which is you're about to fight right now.
Yeah, a Rattata. Or
Rattata.
Rattata or Rattata.
Rattata. I just say Rattata. Rattata. I think it's Rattata. Is actually how it is. Virus, no, it's Rattata.
Yeah.
Rattata. Another evolution that I forgot to mention is trading. I believe, did we mention the trading last episode?
Yes, and how we had to trade and whatnot with the link cables, yes.
Yeah, I think only 4 Pokemon in Generation 1 that evolved by trading.
Yes. Which is?
Well, one of them is Geodude, which we ran into with Brock. That is one of them that evolves 2 times. It evolves into a Graveler. It evolves into a Golem, but the way you get the Golem is by trading the Graveler
to another player to evolve.
Another one is which I don't think we run into this cave, and it's called a Machop, which is a fighting type, and that it also evolves 2 times. It evolves into a Machoke. Then if you trade it, it will evolve into a Machamp.
In fact, I think all Pokemon that evolves through training evolve 2 more times from its basic form.
Another one is Abra, which we mentioned before. It evolves into Kadabra. I know, original. And it evolves into Alakazam. It's a Psychic type. It stays Psychic all the way through. And I think there's one more. It is a Ghost type. It is Ghastly. It evolves into a Haunter, and if you trade the Haunter, you'll get a what's it called? Gengar.
Yes.
Gengar. It's a. I said it was just a ghost. It's actually a ghost poison.
Yep.
And it is, I believe, probably the second fastest Pokemon of Generation 1.
See, I don't really pay attention to that. But yeah, that's just the basics of most evolution. Evolutions will get crazier down the road, but we'll mention them when they come. But that's basically how all these Pokemon in this generation evolve. By training and leveling up to a specific level, some of them evolve through certain stones, and 4 of them evolve only by just training them to different trainers.
Now, you may saw something new. There are a Magnemite, which is an electric type, which is a new typing.
No, we have a Pikachu.
Oh yeah, I forgot we mentioned that.
Yeah.
Magnemite is new though. So is the thing that we just fought, which was a Voltorb, and that evolves into an Electrode, which is the fastest Generation 1 Pokemon.
But Magnemite also evolves too.
Yes, it evolves into basically the same thing, but with 2 more.
2 more attached to it. You think Siamese twins are crazy.
Something interesting about a Voltorb is that if... I know there was no colors, but in later generation when Pokemon will get colors, the colors of Voltorb are red and white, which is the exact same color of the Pokeball. And when it evolves to Electrode, it's basically an upside down Pokeball of the colors. That's something interesting.
Yeah, somebody... Ken Sugimori, I believe, is the one that does the drawing. It's got paid for that. Hey, you need 150 drawn. You did 150.
151.
Well, yeah, but we'll talk about you later on.
The forgotten one.
Well, the one that got put in, nobody noticed.
Who put it in Shigeru Miyamoto? Is that the guy who put it in?
No, Shigeru Miyamoto didn't have too much involvement. Toshi Tajiri.
Oh yeah, that guy.
So I hope I pronounced that right. If not, I apologize.
He put it in the game without anyone knowing.
Yeah.
In fact, no one even know until people probably figure out the glitch.
Well, yeah. Or it kind of data mined it, or I don't remember how that worked. Or they gave it away for free, and they just right then and then know that it was already in there.
He didn't ask anyone to put it in. He just put it in without telling anyone.
Yeah.
Put in the game's code.
But I believe we're going to get our next grass poison Pokemon, Oddish, here, I believe. I think this last is yes.
Oddish. Oddish is a grass poison?
Yep.
So here's my Oddish. It evolves 2 times. It evolves into something called a Gloom. And the way you evolve that is you evolve the Gloom by using a Leaf Stone, which is one of the 5 stones. 5 stones in the game. And that evolves into a Victory Bell. No, that's something else.
Yeah, that's a whole different one.
What was it? Vital Plume.
Yeah, a Vileplume. Now, the Victory Bell that he's talking about with the Vileplume is from the Bellsprout. Bellsprout family. And
it's also a grass poison.
Grass poison.
Every grass is a poison except for one.
Yeah, and the thing is,
those
right here.
That's what it looks like.
And these 2 Pokemon, like in every other the 2 Pokemon games that we mentioned, that had 2 different Pokemon, like Vulpix and Sandshrew,
and no, that's not exclusive.
No, I think
Arbok,
Ekans and Sandshrew. We mentioned the other one that I can't remember. But I do believe I can't remember if Oddish. I
I
think,
think
Oddish
is
is in.
exclusive to Red. Or are they exclusive?
No, I think it's.
A more higher chance of countering.
No, I think it's Oddish. No, Oddish is seen in red and Bellsprout is seen in blue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The way now Bellsprout evolves into a Weeping Bell, and we evolve the Weeping Bell into Victory Bell is by using a Leaf Storm.
It's basically the exact same thing from the Oddish family.
But they're different. They got different stats and different moves, different looks.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
About moves.
I probably, you know what? Since this is the first generation, I believe you on that. But I think in later generations, I do think they kind of diversed a little bit more. They'll be a little bit different. Yeah, we're tackling a Team Rocket again.
There's a rock in the middle, and you get a ether, which restores PP, which I don't think we mentioned that.
No, we haven't done anything about status buffs or healing items, or we mentioned about TMs from Brock, but we'll probably go over more depth here. TMs, or technical machines, are certain Pokemon moves.
Stands for?
Yeah.
I've never known that that's what that stands for.
Technical machine.
I've never
allows certain Pokemon to learn moves that they probably can or can't be taught to level up, or if you want to learn it faster, or it can be taught some moves can be taught to them even if they can't get it naturally by leveling up. Now, that doesn't mean all Pokemon can learn every move. It's just that Pokemon can learn that move only.
Except for which we'll get on to later.
Yeah, we'll probably see it. I'm sure. But, not all Pokemon, that doesn't mean all Pokemon can learn moves. It's, that make the game too easy. And unfortunately, in this it's not until Generation 6, I believe, that TMs are one use only.
Generation 5, I believe, introduced
where you can reuse TMs and not waste it.
I think that's Generation 5 that introduced it.
I really didn't pay attention to Pokemon a little bit. 3 is the one I kind of will sit down and remember a whole lot of. 4 I remember playing, but I probably can't tell you what happened or what changed in that generation territory.
Oh, something called the one important thing was the physical special split.
We'll get. Oh, that's actually in Generation 2, but we'll get into that.
No, that was Generation 4 that started the physical special split.
Physical and special?
Yeah.
No, that's in Generation 2.
No, that was Generation.
No.
That was Generation.
Special attack and special defense.
Oh yeah, that started, but depending on if a move is a special or a physical attack was depending on its typing.
Yeah. But
so grass was a special, but there were some moves like a leaf blade that it's more of a physical attack because you have to hit him physically. But that was considered a special move because it was grass. In Generation 4, it had the physical special split that changed things like leaf blade into a physical. And some Pokemon has a lower physical defense. If it just says defense, then if it's a pretty high defense, you want to use special attacks. But if it has a very low defense, you want to use physical attacks. That's because physical attacks will do more damage. Until Generation 4, it depended on if it was a special or physical, depending on its typing. But in Generation 4, it was determining what it was, like punch moves and stuff like that.
No, I didn't know that. I just know it got, it changed, because in this game it's just attack, defense, HP, and speed and special. Until it got diverse by the next few games, but until then, this is the end of part 4.